Greetings, the Hijabi Gamer here with Buster the cat, and recently I was asked, how did Buster, a girl cat, end up with the name Buster? Typically, generally a boy's name. It's pretty simple, really. So, I adopted Buster when she was 6 months old. She was given to me by someone. My cat had just died, and they offered to give me Buster. Now, they had taken Buster to the vet. Buster was a street cat that was hanging around their house. The problem is Buster wasn't getting along with their cat. So they were like, yeah, we can't. They were going to Florida for the winter, and they're like, yeah, we can't take Buster with us because she isn't getting along with our cat. But they thought she was a he. See, before they gave me Buster, they took her to the vet, and the vet said she was a boy, which is not uncommon for cats. It's very hard to tell if a cat is male or female when they're very young. So the vet actually told them Buster was a boy. So they named him Buster. When I got Buster, I then took her to the vet to schedule what I thought was a he to get fixed. And the vet goes to take his temperature and says, whoa, wait a minute. This isn't a boy cat, this is a girl. You have 5 minutes to come up with a new name. Now, by then, I'd had Buster for about a week, and she was used to being called Buster. So I was like, I didn't even get 5 minutes. It was like, what am I gonna? All of a sudden, you have to come up with a new name for a cat. So I was like, yeah, she's Buster. So the worst part is, the following week, I take her to the vet again for her surgery, and they put a little paper collar on her neck and start writing her name. And the vet's like, I hope we don't forget this is a girl, because of the name Buster. I'm like, oh dear God, please don't try to fix a female cat. But yeah, she's definitely a girl. I could tell you because it costs like $400 to get her spayed. But that's how she ended up with the name Buster. She's gotten a lot of different nicknames over the years to kind of fit, to be more girly. Because she's definitely girly. The way she walks, the way she sways her hips, she's definitely girly. She's got girl attitude. Right now, I go through phases where I give her nicknames. Right now, her latest nickname is Bo, for short. But my family's teased as well and called her stuff like Busterina. I hate Busterina. She hates Busterina. She's also a very big cat, so that's one of the other things people look at her and find it difficult to believe she's a girl, because she's actually very big. It doesn't show well on camera, but when I first adopted Buster, she was 6 pounds, which is typical for a 6-month-old kitten. A year later, I took her to the vet, and the vet's like, she's 12.5 pounds. She grew 6.5 pounds in 1 year. And I'm like, oh my God. And the vet's like, no, don't worry. It's better if she's closer to 12 pounds than 13. But that's what her size is. She's supposed to weigh 12 pounds, which is pretty big for a cat, especially a female cat of her type. She's just a Mogi. Buster is what's called a Mogi, which is the cat equivalent of a mutt. And a street cat. She was a feral. She lived her first 5 or 6 months on the street. Yeah, show off, Buster. Yeah, you show them. You're a good girl. So that's how Buster ended up with the name Buster. Yeah, she's fancy and she knows it. It's funny, after she got the surgery to get spayed, her tummy fur never grew back properly, because for a cat, spaying is a very, it's a surgical procedure. They put the cat under and everything. And, so they shaved all the bottom, half of her tummy. And it took weeks for the fur to grow back, and it grew back all, like, messy. So you can't see it right now because she's sitting on her tummy, but when she rolls over, the bottom part of her fur is kind of messed up compared to the rest of her fur. Say hi, Buster. He's a good girl. She also has really pretty eyes. They're like, they still have a little green in them. So show everybody your pretty eyes. She's angry. Nah, she's not. Anyway, thank you for watching. The comments will probably be disabled. I will try to keep up with it. Just so you know, the comments keep getting disabled, then I go back and I fix it. And then the comments get disabled, so sometimes I just finally give up. It usually happens with videos recorded on my phone. So if the comments are disabled, it's not because I'm doing it on purpose. It's YouTube automatically keeps over and over. You'd think after I've enabled the comments, you know, after they disable them and I enable them again, they wouldn't disable them, but no. Over and over again, and finally I just get fed up and stop. But that's why if you see the comments disabled, that's why. It's because YouTube does it. Say bye-bye, Buster. Yeah, say bye-bye. You want tummy yummies? Yeah? Food? You want food? It's time to eat? Yeah. She's got a little bell on her collar. Alright, it's time to feed her.